must know what is meant by a firewall actually. Okay, so actually a firewall is a network security device which monitors the incoming and outgoing network traffic, and it will based upon that it will decide whether this particular website or URL will be allowed or not, based upon the defined set of security rules. Okay, so if we are blocking some many unwanted websites, means we can block the using firewall. So even if we are entering that URL, the firewall will block that website. Okay, so that is the main thing of using firewall. So here next is that firewall design goals. So if I am designing the firewall, so all the inbound and outbound must pass through the firewall. Inbound means incoming and outgoing traffic must pass through the firewall. Only the authorized traffic, authorized means only the particular websites, if I'm setting that this particular website has to be allowed now, so those websites has to be allowed, so which will be defined by the local security policy, which will allow to pass. The firewall itself is immune to penetration, so it is very strong. It does not allow others to enter. So next is that and then what are the firewall capabilities? A firewall defines a single choke point. Single choke points means centralized point. All the incoming and outgoing packets should pass through only through this firewall. And then a firewall provides a location for monitoring the security related events. It is a convenient platform for several internet functions that are not security related. A firewall can be serve as a platform. A firewall can be served as a platform as for the IPsec, that is IP security. So what are the limitations of the firewall? So even though the firewall is having lots and lots of advantages, it's having limitations like cannot protect from attacks bypassing it. Like example, sneaker net, utility modems, trusted organizations, trusted services. So it can't able to protect if there is any attack is there, and cannot be protect against the internal threats, means even if there is a hacker inside our company itself, means we can't able to find out it. So that is said to be the internal threat. Cannot protect against the transfer of all virus infected programs or files. It is having only the set of files could be able to protect it. So next one is the packet filter. So you can see that, so this is a packet filter. Whenever the internet is incoming the packet, so the router will find out if it is satisfies this perimeter security parameter, means it will allow it, or else it will doesn't allow, it will discard at the entry level itself, it won't allow. Okay, so these are some common packet filters, examples are given here. Okay, so what is the action, how they are preventing, those things and all given here. Attacks itself in the packet filters. So first one is the IP address spoofing. So IP address spoofing is like it will take some fake source address to be tested and add filters to the packet. And source routing attacks means attacker tries to find sets the another route as an than the default route, and then blocks the source routed packets. Tiny fragment attacks. So it will split the header into small pieces, and then infect, and then it will try to attack it. Okay, either discard it or reassemble before check. Next one is stateful packet filters. In the stateful packet filters, which will examine each IP packet in the context and tracks of the client server sessions and check the packet validity belongs to whom. Better able to detect the bogus packets out of the context. So this is the application level filters. So based upon the application is going to be discarded or allowed. Say for example, in our college, in any organization, if the Facebook is not allowed now, so the particular applications will be blocked here itself. Okay, so that's why it's called as the application level gateways. So uses an application specific gateway or a proxy as a full success. User request service from the proxy validates the request as legal, and then it will take the action request and return the result to the user. It will need separate proxies for each service. Some services naturally support proxy, others are more problematic. Custom services are generally not supported here. And then we have a third level of gateway, which is called a circuit level gateway. So in this circuit level gateway, it will having the inside connection and then outside connection is there. So based upon the here also same thing. It relies on TCP connection. It relies on data packets. Impose security by limiting which connections has to be allowed. Okay, which data traffic has to be allowed here. Those things and all determined by the help of the socket address. So Bayesian host, which is a highly secure firewall system, which is used to secure may support 2 or more net connections and tries to may be a trusted and to enforce a separate connection which will run either on security or application level gateways. So this is the configuration of the Bayesian host, as you can see here. So next one is the firewall configuration. So same thing. So this is the last one. So up to this I have concluded the firewall. So I hope everyone would have understood. Thank you.